is St. Jude.
Coming up on NC1 Today, there's a new poll that shows trouble for both frontrunners, Democrat and Republican. Tracy Potts is in Washington this morning with the latest. Then, the South Dakota Highway Patrol is joining law enforcement agencies in Minnesota and Iowa in an effort to crack down on drunk driving on Labor Day weekend. And Monica Davis is with the Boy Scouts this morning, just in time for selling some popcorn for their annual fundraiser. Monday, August 31st, 2015.
You're watching NC1 Today.
And good Monday morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for NC1 Today. I'm Anya Mueller.
I'm meteorologist Dan Bozen, filling for Louis Dortch all week.
That's right. He's on vacation in California. But I still feel like we're having California temperatures.
Right, especially this morning, temperatures already in the upper 70s.
Oh, my Lanta. And this morning, Monica Davis is live at the Boy Scout headquarters for more on popcorn sales. So it should be a good time for those Boy Scouts to be selling the popcorn because at least it's going to be nice out.
I think there's always a good time for popcorn. No matter what time of year, what time of day.
That is true.
You can always use some popcorn.
Now, yesterday, that rain came in just crazy out of nowhere.
Yesterday
like the
evening,
wind.
Yeah, I mean, we had temperatures close. Some areas hit 100 yesterday.
Oh,
so
my.
I'm sure that was some good relief for some folks late at night. Helped cool some temperatures down. So that was some good stuff. But yeah, that rain came and that was
because I was like pulling because I had a swimsuit and stuff out on the porch and I had to hurry and pull it all back in.
Yeah, it came in pretty quick, and we'll take a look back at yesterday's high temperatures, folks. Out at the regional airport, officially 99, but I'm sure some areas around the Black Hills definitely reached 100 degrees. But looking across the U.S., notice Rapid City there, one of the hot spots. You really got to look towards the southwest there at Phoenix at 108 degrees for the warmest temperatures. And then going towards right now, this is high temperatures so far. Already 78 degrees in Rapid City. Some cooler temperatures definitely off towards the northwest building, 65 as we do have an approaching cold front. A little relatively weak cold front temperatures aren't going to crash too much, but you'll notice a difference today. So here we go, zooming in closer, and there's a cold front. You see 50s towards on the back side of this cold front. Out ahead of it, the warm air still continuing here across South Dakota. And take a look at South Dakota, is pretty much the warmest spot on the region as well. So we got that Chinook effect, winds coming off the winds and warm air around the Black Hills. And temperatures will be noticeably cooler, like I mentioned today, than yesterday. 99 out at the airports. And today's temperatures, will go with futurecast temperatures, put this in motion, and not warming up too much to where they are right now. It's still 78 degrees at 5 o'clock. So we'll probably hit 80 and stay into the lower to mid 70s across the higher elevations. Looking at winds, winds are expected to be picking up this morning as that cold front approaches, getting closer. Some gusty winds at time up to 30 miles per hour, but that will be short-lived as winds will take a shift towards the east. Heading into the later afternoon, we'll stop it at 5:30, and there you go. They shift towards the east, and they'll only be around 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll look at the travel forecast and your full 7-day forecast later in the show. Anya, back to you.
And in politics this morning, there's a new poll that shows trouble for both frontrunners, Democrat and Republican. Tracy Potts is in Washington this morning with the latest numbers plaguing Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump.
In Iowa, Hillary Clinton is only 7 points ahead of Bernie Sanders in the latest Bloomberg Des Moines Register poll. In May, she had a 41-point lead.
The gains that we are seeing and the enthusiasm and the huge crowds that we are seeing, this is not anti-Hillary Clinton. This is pro-Bernie Sanders.
Vice President Joe Biden, who hasn't even announced yet, is pulling double digits. On the Republican side, Donald Trump still leads, but he's only 5 points ahead of Ben Carson. Trump says he may still run as an independent.
We're going to make a decision very soon, and I think a lot of people are going to be very happy.
Now it's Donald. In 3 weeks, it could be somebody else.
All other Republicans are in single digits.
What the polls tell me is that nobody has any real votes right now.
People are fed up with Washington. They're looking for someone who will stand up to Washington.
As for Hillary Clinton, that poll shows she's slipping in Iowa, but still 2/3 of Democrats say they would support her if she were the nominee. Tracy Potts, NBC News, Washington.
Thank you, Tracy. Moving on now to other top stories around the nation this morning. A community honors a slain sheriff's deputy in Houston targeted at a gas station. Mourners yesterday walked from a Houston church to the gas station where a gunman shot and killed Harris County Sheriff's Deputy Darren Goforth Friday night. Investigators call the attack on Goforth, a 10-year veteran, unprovoked. The 47-year-old deputy leaves behind a wife and 2 children, ages 12 and 5. A man named Shannon Miles is charged with force murder. He is due in court later today. And family and friends remembered a photojournalist murdered on air. Adam Ward's family will receive friends at a high school in southwestern Virginia, not far from where the gunman killed him and reporter Allison Parker during a live report Wednesday. Ward's family is encouraging people to wear their colors and show their pride for his alma mater's Salem High School and Virginia Tech. The family is also requesting donations to scholarship funds in his name in lieu of flowers. And another memorial taking place yesterday for the 3 Washington firefighters killed in the line of duty last week. Before the memorial service started, a motorcade processional took place in their honor. All 3 men died while battling the Okanoga Complex wildfire burning in the state of Washington. The memorial service took place about 90 miles south of where they passed away. Salutes from different individuals could be seen as the motorcade drove into the building where the service was held. The National Fallen Firefighters Fund has been set up to help honor the 3 men. And coming up on News Center 1 today, fire affecting one family closer to home. Emergency crews responding to a structure fire in Rapid Valley Sunday afternoon. The details coming up in just a bit.
This summer, we've helped a lot of people get into the Honda they'd been searching for.
Nice wheels. Right back at you.
Aw, you guys. There's not much time left. The Honda Summer Clearance event ends soon. There's never been a better time to get into the new Honda you've had your eye on. Everyone happy?
Yay!
It's your last chance to find a great deal at the Honda Summer Clearance event.
After 7 years, 241 obstacles, over 3,000 contestants, it's all led to this. Tonight, the finals are here.
I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna give it everything that I got.
Nothing's gonna stop me.
This is my destiny.
History will be made.
And look at this! Yes!
New American Ninja Warrior, tonight on NBC.
Good Monday morning, folks. We'll take a look across the U.S. Here we got some rain towards the north of us in North Dakota, and there's the cold fronts right now bringing the showers out ahead of it. We should be pretty much done with the rain shower activity, and we'll we'll zoom over towards we're going towards South Carolina. Remnants of Tropical Storm Erica now here, still pumping in the moisture and causing some flooding concerns along the coast. A lot of coastal flooding concerns throughout Florida and across the Charleston area. They actually have a flash flood warning in effect right now. So here's the current active weather advisories for that area. And this is the main concern right here, right near the Charleston, South Carolina, as the tropical moisture from the remnants of Erica. It's not a tropical storm anymore, but it's still all the moisture left over from that system is continuing to cause problems across the southeast. So that area is still being monitored. However, it wasn't a powerful system, but it still can cause a lot of heavy downpours when you get a lot of warm air and extra moisture. So here's a look at around our region. Here's that cold front, some cloudy conditions this morning, but that will be continuing to push off towards the east. High pressure behind that cold front will bring in some much calmer conditions, and temperatures will be right back up on the rise starting tomorrow. We've got another shot at 100 degrees in the middle parts of your week. So we'll put this in motion here. That continues to push off towards the east, much cooler as you head in towards, clearer as you head in towards later in the afternoon and throughout the week. And this is Tuesday morning, and that's when the high pressure will start to build in across the Black Hills and the mountain west. Putting this in motion, continuing into Wednesday morning, high pressure is going to continue. And folks, if you can see this on the map, see these colors right here in the blues? That's some snow starting to show up here in the higher elevations into Canada around Glacier National Park. We are heading into September starting tomorrow, so that's when we can start to see. We've had snow here in September in the Black Hills, so it is starting to become that time of year. Your full 7-day forecast is coming up after the break. Anya, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. And a home in Rapid Valley was destroyed by a fire Sunday afternoon. The home became fully engulfed in flames. The blaze began just before noon in a mobile home near Plateau Lane and Albert Lane. 2 people were in the house when the fire broke out. However, no injuries have been reported. After confirming the occupants were safe, firefighters switched to defensive mode, keeping all firefighters outside the structure. The Red Cross say they assisted in keeping firefighters hydrated and helped to assist family members displaced from their home.
Luckily, no injuries have been reported, but we did recently decide to go defensive. And what that means is we're not going to be sending any more firefighters inside. We're just going to be protecting the structure from the outside, make sure the fire doesn't threaten any other structures. Rapid Valley is going to stay on scene for several hours, just making sure the fire is not a threat to any other structure in this area.
And the cause of the blaze is still being investigated. The South Dakota Highway Patrol is joining law enforcement agencies in Minnesota and Iowa in an effort to crack down on drunken driving on Labor Day weekend. Officers from the 3 states are part of a campaign that was announced Friday near Valley Springs. The Department of Public Safety says more than 36,000 drivers are arrested for drunk driving in 3 states each year. South Dakota arrested 9,450 people for drunk driving in 2014. Law enforcement agencies in Lincoln, Minnehaha, and Moody counties are also participating. In those 3 counties from 2010 to 2014, 30 people were killed and 515 individuals were seriously injured in alcohol-related crashes. And finally, a $500 reward has been offered for information leading to the arrest and conviction of vandals who damaged a historic ranch on U.S. Forest Service property near Custer. A large section of the siding on the Mika Ranch barn was vandalized earlier this summer, and antique windows were also broken during the incident. The reward is being offered by the Black Hills Historic Preservation Trust. President Skip Tilhish of Hill City says the ranch is an essential piece of Black Hills history. Anyone with information can contact the U.S. Forest Service at 673-9307. And still to come on News Center 1 today, Monica Davis is hanging out with the Boy Scouts for a popping good time. With more on their annual fundraiser, details from the council headquarters coming up. We'll be right back.
Free ride is on. Get 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers on every 2015 car, SUV, and truck. Plus $1,000 bonus cash from Ford on cars and SUVs. Hurry, the Ford free ride ends soon.
Come to McDonald's for a real breakfast freshly made in our kitchen, like the melt-in-your-mouth classic Egg McMuffin.
We got the new Temperflex, and it's got the spring and bounce of a traditional mattress.
You sink into it, but you can still move around.
And now that I have a Temperflex, I can finally get a good night's sleep.
I flop down on the bed, and it's just like, oh, this is perfect.
I can sleep now through the night. Change your sleep. Change your life. Change to Tempur-Pedic.
Better tomorrows start tonight at Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer. Come in and get fitted for your new Tempur-Pedic today.
Play track 1.
Built by all of us, for all of us. The next Harley-Davidson motorcycles.
The Ford free ride is on. Get 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers on every 2015 car, SUV, and truck. Plus $1,000 bonus cash from Ford on cars and SUVs. Hurry, the Ford free ride ends soon.
Come see your local American Family agent Mike Brewer for all your insurance needs. Stop in or call today.
You're watching News Center 1 Today. Weather with meteorologist Dan Sabosian.
Good Monday morning. The sunrise is on us right here. We got the mostly cloudy conditions out at the airport, 76 degrees, winds out of the west, 7 miles per hour, and those are expected to be increasing here within the next few hours as we are right ahead of an approaching cold front, bringing in some cooler temperatures, and a Spearfish still reporting nighttime conditions. So the sunrise is just about happening right now. So there you go, 64 degrees, winds picking up out of the Spearfish area out of the west-northwest, 15 miles per hour. And we'll take one last look and we'll go to Custer, 76 degrees for you, and winds out of the west at 7 miles per hour. So winds out of the west for across the Black Hills today. So here's the cold fronts. Warmer temperatures out ahead of you. You can see the temperatures cooler, 51 up there, 56, mostly in the mid-50s, 70s across South Dakota at 6 a.m. already, and temperatures are not going to be getting much warmer as the cold front's passing through the morning hours. So here's the winds. They are expected to increase here shortly, sustain around 20 miles per hour. Some gusty winds possible, 30 miles per hour. But the winds, the strong winds will be short-lived, and they'll start shifting towards the east and becoming relatively light as you head in towards later in the day, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now we'll take a look towards that day planner, break that down for you. So a breezy morning and then becoming nicer as you head towards afternoon. Still around the upper 70s, getting a high of 81 degrees in Rapid City, and the winds out of the east around the 3 p.m. hour, around 9 miles per hour. Now we'll take a look at the futurecast satellite. Here's the cold fronts, and then we'll move towards the east later on this afternoon, like I mentioned, and clearing the skies out. In the next couple of days, folks, temperatures are going to bump right back to the lower 90s to the mid-90s. We have another shot that's 100 degrees later in the week as we approach that Wednesday afternoon. Taking a look at Wednesday morning, we'll take futurecast temperatures at Wednesday at 5:30 in the morning, and the high pressure is continuing to stay towards the Black Hills. So much better summertime conditions if you're still wanting the hot temperatures around the Black Hills. That will come in towards the Tuesday through Thursday time frame. But as for today, 81 degrees, smoky conditions, breezy morning, folks, and those winds out of the northwest, 15 to 25 miles per hour. Black Hills area forecast for your Monday afternoon, 81 Rapid City, 76 Spearfish, 82 Newcastle, 75 degrees in Custer for your daytime high temperature, 80 degrees in Belle Fourche. Mostly sunny conditions. A few areas of smoke possible this morning as well. Mostly clear tonight. Light winds, overnight low 60 degrees. Taking a look towards that 7-day forecast, there's the 90s returning right back on Tuesday. 3 straight days of abundant sunshine, folks. 97 on Wednesday. A few spots could hit 100. Going towards the weekend, however, cooler temperatures arrive with a possibility of some thunderstorm and rain shower activity for that Labor Day weekend. And much cooler, going from close to 100 down to a high temperature of only 70 degrees, folks, for that Sunday afternoon. And we'll be monitoring the chance of some possibilities of some thunderstorms this weekend. ClickBigDeals.com. No deals today. Sorry, folks. However, continue to check their websites daily as they have great coupons to look forward to. And you can always check out ClickBigDeals.com. Anya, back to you.
Thank you, Dan, and expect to see a Boy Scout pop by soon selling some popcorn for their annual fundraiser. News Center 1's Monica Davis is standing by live with the Boy Scouts this morning to talk about popcorn sales and maybe even buying some for herself later. And maybe some for us too, Monica? Maybe?
A lot of popcorn to choose from, so you're going to have to let me know what kind you like. I am here this morning with Cole, who is a Tenderfoot Scout, and interesting fact about Cole, he sold the most popcorn last year. He had $5,000 in sales. So Cole, tell me what kind of popcorn you have here.
Well, it depends on what you like. We have movie theater extra butter, if you like buttery. We have some roasted corn, tastes just like corn on the cob. We have a kettle corn, or if you can't choose, we have a variety pack, which comes with movie theater, cheddar cheese, kettle corn, and fat-free.
See, I'm indecisive, so I would probably have to go with a variety pack. So when do popcorn sales start?
On September the 4th.
So that's this Friday. Is there a blitz or what happens?
We call it the blitz, and it's where we just start and everyone's going, and you can go door to door and get a 2-week head start.
Okay, so 2-week head start for the blitz that starts this Friday on September 4th. So if you were going to sell me popcorn, what would you say?
Hello, would you care to buy some of our delicious Scout popcorn?
Delicious Scout popcorn. What's the most delicious popcorn?
In my opinion, I would do movie theater extra butter because I love buttery popcorn.
Okay, I'm more of a sweet, salty girl, so what would you suggest for me?
Probably the kettle corn.
Kettle corn. I'm sold. I'm sold. So if I buy popcorn from you, does your troop get to keep any of the sales?
Yes, we get to keep 35. 35 goes to the council, and then I don't know where the other 35 goes.
35 and 35.
30 goes.
But that is 70%. So by buying popcorn, you are supporting your local Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts and their local unit here on North Street. So thank you, Cole. You did a fantastic job, and I'm sold on some popcorn. I don't know about you guys. Back to y'all in the studio.
Monica, sounds good. I'll take one of each. Thank you very much. And thank you to the Boy Scouts for getting up early this morning. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Do you have a hard time with decisions? Is your favorite color all the colors mixed together? When you take multiple choice tests, do you just fill in all the above for every answer? Because who even really knows? Then Arby's new sliders are for you. 5 fun sandwiches for $1.29 each. Arby's, we have the meats.
Let's say you need a quick loan, but you're kind of busy. No problem. Just get out your phone, laptop, or tablet and go to speedycash.com/apply. The SpeedyCash website fits your device so you can manage your account from anywhere. And SpeedyCash.com is a state-licensed direct lender with a U.S.-based call center that can answer any of your questions. So, use your favorite device, go to SpeedyCash.com/apply, or call from anywhere. Convenient loans for busy people like you.
Love that Speedy Cash. Looking for luxury? I've got it. Timeless elegance, gorgeous park setting, impeccable quality, luxurious amenities, all in one package. This Connect built home was designed after South Fork from Dallas, and it will transport you from the minute you arrive on this 20-acre piece of heaven. Call me, Stephanie Lean, because to us at VIP Properties, you are a very important person.
Hot temperatures call for cool deals, and it doesn't get much cooler than 32 ounces for only 89 cents. That's right, for only 89 cents, you can get 32 ounces of your favorite fountain drink at Common Sense. Ice cold refreshment in your choice of flavors. You can even add one of our flavor shots to make your 32-ounce fountain drink uniquely yours. So let the temperature get hot. Common Sense will keep you cool with 32 ounces of your favorite fountain drink for only 89 cents. Common Sense. Now that's cool.
Welcome back to News Center 1 Today. Well, officials say tourism is surging so far this year in South Dakota and could be one of the state's biggest years ever. Landmark events such as the 75th Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, good weather, and reasonable gas prices could be contributing factors in this year's tourism surge. Expectations for 2050 have been high because of key events like the rally and the 50th annual Buffalo Roundup at Custer State Park. The State Tourism Department noted nearly $350 million in tourism taxable sales for this year at the end of July, which is more than 14% higher than the same period last year. And with weather this hot, there's no better place to be than out on the water. Boaters are still taking advantage of what is left of the season. This summer has been hit or miss for boaters on Pactola Reservoir. Early summer rains raising Pactola's water level nearly 10 feet above normal, restricting boat access. But the lack of rain towards the end of summer has brought waters 10 feet below average. Marina owner Dave Fisher says he has never seen that degree of flood stage at the reservoir.
There was a time when they had the public boat launches closed, and there were a lot of my slip holders that didn't have their boats in the water as well, so that affected them. But all in all, it's been okay. It's been just kind of a crazy year.
Their last chance to enjoy the heat. Cool temperatures Labor Day, however, may dictate whether boaters end their season or keep their boats on the water until the marina closes the third week of September. And from the water to the mountains, the tallest mountain in North America has a new name. Alaska's Mount McKinley is now Denali. The move comes just a day before President Obama is set to arrive in Alaska for an historic 3-day visit. The president says he's giving the 20,300-foot high mountain its traditional Alaska Native name. Denali, which stands for Great One, has been named after former President William McKinley, but Alaskans have long called the mountain by its native name.
For generations, Alaskans have known this majestic mountain as the Great One. Today, we're honored to be able to officially recognize the mountain as Denali. I'd like to thank the President for working with us to achieve this significant change to show honor, respect, and gratitude to the Athabascan people of Alaska.
And Alaska Senior Senator Republican Lisa Morawski pushed for the change years ago. And still to come this morning, a look at consumer headlines, plus more from Monica Davis live with the Boy Scouts, and your full weather forecast coming up all in the next half hour. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
buy one, get one free USDA Choice Angus steak tips all day, every day Monday. Buy one, get one free steak tips, Woodfire Grill to your specifications. Buy one, get one free for only $15.99 at Shooters Woodfire Grill. Taste the Woodfire difference at Shooters, Rapid City.
You don't really think about stability until you don't have it. Auto Owners Insurance has been safe, sound, and secure for over 90 years. That's stability you can count on. Contact your independent Auto Owners Insurance agent today. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people.
Black Hills Insurance Agency is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
You gonna eat that?
Kia just announced one of the biggest programs in their history. At Billion Kia, get 66 months at 0% APR financing on all new 2015 Kia Souls, Kia Fortes, and Kia Optimas. That's 66 months at 0% APR financing. Plus, get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Good credit, bad credit, bankruptcy? Do you want to drive for less? You could be approved today. We've helped others, and we'd love to help you because we'd love to see you in a Kia. Billion Kia in Rapid City or at billionauto.com.
My name is Dave Piercy. I'm air traffic controller here at Rapid City Regional Airport, and I love my church.
My name is Ashley. I'm a student at University Center Rapid City. I love my church.
I'm Steve, and I'm a mechanic at Black Hills Harley Davidson, and I love my church.
Our mission is simple. We want to show people who Jesus is. My name is David, and I'm the lead pastor of Fountain Springs Community Church, and I love my church.
$5 off your choice of hand-trimmed, juicy sirloin, perfectly marbled ribeye. Our finest filet mignon steaks all day, every Sunday. Come in and try the best steak in the hills for $5 off. Shooters Woodfire Grill, 2424 West Main, Rapid City.
Coming up on News Center 1 today. There's something in the world of wireless technology that's become the most misused piece of wireless network at home. But it's easily corrected. Details coming up. Then, News Center 1 and First Interstate Bank are at it again for the third year, helping out school teachers with special project funds with the 1+1 program. And new words added to the Oxford Dictionary. One word to describe it, awesome sauce. Monday, August 31st, 2015.
You're watching News Center 1 Today.
A little popcorn to start out your Monday morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm Anya Mueller.
I'm meteorologist Dan Sebosian, and thanks for joining us on the second half of News Center 1 Today.
Looks like Monica Davis is having too much fun there with the Boy Scouts and the popcorn sales.
Some breakfast popcorn?
Yeah, for sure. See, I'm thinking the kettle corn, okay? Because you get the salty and the sweet together.
True. I was a fan of the cheddar, the orange.
Were you?
Yes.
But I didn't like because your fingers got all crazy.
True.
Then you gotta lick them, and then you gotta wipe them. It's like a whole thing.
It's just all part of the fun, though, right?
That's true, yeah. I guess. So for popcorn sales, the weather's going to be nice for those kids out there selling it?
Yes, exactly. They're going to be great temperatures today. It's a lot cooler than we saw yesterday. Yesterday was close to 100, and today about 80 degrees.
That's still hot, though. You know, to me. Yeah.
To you?
Yeah. It's still like, I don't know if I'd be walking the dog. You know, it might be like later when it cools off a little bit.
Yeah, but they're not going to be around that much longer. You know, I mean, it's September 1st is tomorrow, so summer is.
That is true. It is the last day of August. Did that go by fast for you?
It did go by fast. It did go by fast. It always goes by fast.
Kind of after the rally, sure. Well, tonight the finals of American Ninja Warrior begins the stage 1 of Mount Midorama, the famed obstacle course in Las Vegas. It's modeled after the original course in Japan.
Now, American has never conquered the course. Stage 1 continues this week and next with the 3-hour finale showcasing Stage 2, 2 weeks from tonight.
The winner could take home $1 million if he or she conquers the course and does it take faster than anyone else. So that they got to beat everyone. They got to go faster than everyone. Now, do you watch this show, Dan?
I've seen it enough.
I have too, and it is intense. Well, and then you watch the pre-package of them training, And
yes,
it's intense
they're
because
like personal gyms they created themselves.
Because these people actually have lives, and then they're doing all this thing like climbing on walls and all this stuff.
So yeah, some of those it's like, oh, I think I can do that, but then sometimes you're like, oh, I don't think I can do that.
No, if you actually like put yourself in that place, like grabbing things that aren't even there.
A lot of different kinds of strengths.
Crazy.
Exactly.
Not for me.
Not for you? No, I'm sure school folks are not looking forward to school this morning, but we'll get to the school bus stop forecast for to see what the kids will be doing this morning. And it's pretty nice this morning, but winds could be breezy throughout the late morning as we do have a cold front approaching, and that's what's keeping our temperatures much cooler today, folks, as we do have a cold front passing by. So winds going to be out of the northwest, 15 to 25 miles per hour. However, once we get into the bouts after the noon hour, that cold front should be towards our east, and we're looking for those winds to die down around 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the east. And there you go. The high temperature today about 20 degrees colder than what you saw yesterday, and high temperature of a comfortable 81 degrees for the first Monday back to school for the second week in a row.
All right, sounds good. And speaking about school, now that school's back in session, New Center 1 and First Interstate Bank are collaborating once again to invest in our community's education. Every other week, we'll be giving away $500 to teachers with special project needs or classroom supplies, and the money will go towards projects that would normally come out of the teacher's pocket.
Anyone is eligible to apply for a Rapid City teacher, including a grade and classroom here at New Center 1. We are excited to be helping out educators in our school systems.
We're extremely excited to be kicking it off for the third year, and what we're going to be doing is giving away $500 every other week to a lucky teacher in the Rapid City area. So we're encouraging teachers, or if you know a great teacher, to go to our website, newscenter1.tv, and apply and just kind of let us know what you as a teacher would like to use the money for, or why you think that teacher deserves that money. And so you'll be seeing us around this year, and we're excited to meet many new teachers and new students and just be able to really let our teachers know how proud we are of them and how much they help our community.
And make sure to head to our website at newscenter1.tv to apply for the award money. And of course, school is now underway for most students around the country, but many kids are returning to classrooms where teachers don't have even the most basic tools to help them succeed.
And that's where the Breakthrough Charity comes in. Raheem Ellis has the story.
Let's turn cut into cut.
At Estelle Elementary outside of New Orleans, these second graders are excited to begin the new school year in Miss Pellefig's class.
We learn lots of math and science.
I get to learn stuff on the computers.
But across the country, so much of what happens in classrooms like this one goes beyond the budget.
You have to decide where they go.
Charles Best remembers it well. He struggled to get basic resources for his students in New York 15 years ago.
There were lots of times when I wanted to make photocopies for them and there was not enough copy paper.
That's when Best decided to try an experiment and create a website where people could help him raise money for his classroom. He convinced 11 other teachers at his school to post project requests for their classrooms.
I had to fund them myself because I didn't know any donors to fund those projects. But I did so anonymously, which made my colleagues mistakenly think that the website actually worked.
Fast forward 15 years. Best now runs a nonprofit called Donors Choose, which funds educational projects. It's raised $340 million, helping about 250,000 teachers and 15 million students across the country. Projects on the website range from basic school supplies to classroom libraries and field trips, even science experiments and sports programs. Back in Louisiana, the computers, iPads, and many books in Miss Pellefig's classroom were funded by donations.
Financially, it's not something that I could have afforded to do on my own.
She's received more than $22,000 worth of teaching materials.
I don't have the words to express what Donors Choose has done for me as a teacher and what it has done for my students.
All from the kindness of strangers. Rahima Ellis, NBC News, Marrero, Louisiana.
And what a great program there. And it's so great to see, you know, when we do the 1+1 program, going out and seeing the teachers are so excited for that money. And it really...
Yeah, it definitely helps. I mean, education is such an important thing for kids, and it's a great thing to do.
And they use it in such creative ways and really stretch that dollar to the max.
That's all you can ask for. And still to come, I'll have your full Monday forecast after the break.
That's right. Plus, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but these dogs are definitely teaching kids some life-saving skills. That story coming up after the break. Stay with us.
Midco Extreme was named America's fastest internet again by PCMag.com. They test speeds across the country for 11 months to find a winner. That's big news for everyone who loves downloading, streaming, tweeting, and posting. Midco gives you more.
Bathe in luxury with Lions from Menards. The Elite Seated Shower includes a seated shower base and a 3-piece wall set, $438. The Seawave 5 soaking tub includes a corner soaking tub with a comfort height seat and a 2-piece wall set, $629. Complete your new look with bathroom accessories from Moen. Choose from towel bars, towel rings, robe hooks, paper holders, and more. Get this brush nickel curved shower rod, $27.97.
Save big money at Menards.
Ever wonder how much money your company spends on printing? Ever wonder how much time your employees spend ordering toner cartridges and repairing jammed machines? At A&B Business Solutions, our managed print services will analyze your print environment and design a program to reduce your total printing costs, improving workflow. A few small changes can make a big difference. MPS, just another solution from A&B, the company that helps you solve, simplify, and save.
If you haven't been to Edible Arrangements before, you have no idea what you're missing. Just look. At Edible Arrangements, they make life a little sweeter. Want a great smoothie? Edible Arrangements. How about dipped chocolate and fruit? Edible Arrangements. These delectable arrangements are handcrafted daily. Locally owned and always sweet, let Edible Arrangements make any occasion special for you. Edible Arrangements, located at the east end of Rushmore Crossing, Rapid City.
You recorded your show here, but want to watch it here. Here. No, wait. Here. With Mid-Continent's TiVo whole home experience, record in one room, watch, pause, and play in another. You'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Midco gives you more.
You're watching News Center 1 Today. Weather with meteorologist Dan Sabosian.
Good Monday morning, folks. Taking a look outside right now. 76 degrees, a pretty warm morning. Temperatures already in the 70s, but they won't be climbing that much this afternoon. Mostly cloudy conditions right now in Rapid City, winds out of the west. And let's go to our spearfish. Now you got the sun up, plenty of sunshine right now for your Monday morning. Winds out of the west-northwest at 12 miles per hour. As we do have an approaching cold front, so with temperatures around the region a little bit odder, pretty widespread. Low 50s to the 70s for this early Monday morning, 6:30 in the morning, and we got 69 right now, Rapid City, and low 50s on the backside of that cold front. But however, that's going to be pushing through, and temperatures will be staying pretty much where they are, not rising too much today, and will be much cooler today than what you saw yesterday as temperatures approached 100 on your Sunday. Futurecast winds are expected to be breezy as that cold front gets closer, so if you're out this morning, don't expect the winds to be too light this morning, but they will be as you head towards your afternoon after that cold front passes and winds become out of the east, 5 to 10 miles per hour, and it's looking like to be a great, comfortable afternoon with temperatures staying around that 80-degree mark. So let's look at the Futurecast temperatures across the area. Temperatures in the 60s to low 70s already, and we'll get up to close to 80 for a few spots, but definitely a little bit below average today and cooler than yesterday. Low 70s in the higher elevation, 75 Deadwood, 75 degrees as well in Spearfish. So here's what's going on. This is the big picture. There's that cold front. You can see the cloudy conditions and the scattered rain showers out ahead of it. High pressure behind it, clearing things up once that pushes through. Much more sunnier conditions in the days ahead, folks, and much more warmer temperatures are in the days ahead, folks, as well. Going into Tuesday morning, so there you go. High pressure is going to slowly meander just towards the west, so we'll continue with these plenty of sunshine for the next couple of days here, and heading in towards the later parts of next week will be much above average. For today, though, 81 degrees, smoky conditions possible this morning, and that breezy winds out of the northwest. 15 to 25 miles per hour. Black Hills area forecast, 76 Spearfish, 82 in Newcastle. Mostly sunny today with winds shifting towards the east later in the day, 78 Sturgis, 80 degrees in Belfouche. Tonight's overnight low, 60 degrees, and those winds becoming light, mostly clear. It will be a pleasant evening to do anything outdoors, maybe watch some stars. And folks, the heat's returning right, so we get one day break today, and the heat's right into the 90s again for that Tuesday afternoon. A great day to head towards the pool. plenty of sunshine and temperatures in the 90s, and that will continue, folks. We got a little bit of a heat wave to talk about, approaching 97 on Wednesday. A few spots might hit 100, and then we go right back down. It's getting towards that time of the year where we're going to start to see temperatures going up and down, up and down. 83 Friday, mostly sunny, and then a chance of rain shower and thunderstorms not in the forecast until, unfortunately, that is Labor Day weekend. Cooler temperatures 79 and 70 on Sunday. ClickBigDeals.com. No offers today. However, check ClickBigDeals as they always post great coupons across the Black Hills. Anya, back to you.
Well, this lesson might be rough for some children, but it's invaluable. When your teacher is also your best friend, the takeaway is even stronger. NBC's John Yang has the story.
Come on, let's go. At home in suburban Indianapolis, Jeff Owens' black labs are ordinary family pets. But Casey and Cole are also on a mission to help save lives.
What are you gonna do when you see smoke? Good job. Your clothes are on fire. Stop, drop, roll. Good job.
So these pups are on the road constantly. 400 visits a year to elementary schools, summer camps, and church groups teaching fire safety. Stop, drop, and roll, puppy style.
If you don't know your fire and life safety skills, you can end up a dead dog.
Owens, a retired firefighter, says at least 15 kids have told rescuers that they used what they learned from his dogs to get out of a fire alive.
You never go back in the house, not for your toys, not for your pets, not even for a baby brother or sister.
If Fireman Jeff had come here all by himself, do you think you would have remembered these lessons as well?
No, I think having the dogs here would help us remember it more.
And a little comedy helps too.
I kind of liked it where one of those dogs will roll over and shows that you can end up a dead dog.
Owens has been doing this for more than 22 years, reaching more than 4 million kids.
I've been the firefighter in a fire pulling children out. I live with those images. I'll live with that my whole life. And if I can prevent a firefighter from having to do that just once, it makes all the difference in the world.
With 12-year-old Casey approaching retirement, the next generation of canine coaches is in training. Meet 15-week-old Callie.
Good job.
Already winning hearts, she may soon be saving lives, too.
She gets all excited.
John Yang, NBC News, Versailles, Kentucky.
How adorable. And up next on News Center 1 Today, a look at what's topping your consumer headlines this week, including an upcoming announcement from Apple. New phones, perhaps? We'll find out in a moment. Stay tuned.
Each day is a race against time. The winners are the ones who find time to laugh and play and dream. They celebrate adventure, friendships, and new opportunities. Scheels can help you with fashion that's timely, whether you're far away or close to home. This is your time. This is your year. Scheels.
Welcome to High Country Guest Ranch,
where Western and Native American cultures unite.
Spacious log homes and camping cabins wait your arrival in the heart of the beautiful Black Hills. Close to Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse, it is the perfect place for your Black Hills vacation. The High Country Outdoor Theater is the summer home of Brûlée, the #1 Native American show in the country. The popular Circle B Chuck Wagon is serving up tasty cowboy dinners and Western harmonies. Come on out for an afternoon trail ride, an evening show, or spend the weekend with us. We'd love to have you.
The Medicine Shop would like to remind you that kids are going back to school. A great way to help kids stay alert, active, and healthy is with a free daily multivitamin from the Medicine Shop. They know what kids need and love. Join the Vitamin Club for Kids, and each month receive a free 30-day supply of yummy gummy vitamins. The free Vitamin Club for Kids at the Medicine Shop, Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
Caring beyond prescriptions, the Medicine Shop.
There are so many ways to describe Tuesday's Hollywood game night. It's funky, it's hunky, a little junk in the trunky, and probably a little drunky.
Seth isn't allowed to drink. We're in trouble already.
New Hollywood game night, Tuesday on NBC.
This Labor Day weekend, NBC is going back in time with the sights, sounds, and style of the 70s. A full weekend of NASCAR racing live from Darlington. Labor Day weekend on NBC.
Welcome back to News Center 1 Today. Well, here's some consumer news for your Monday morning. Last week, that Apple confirmed it will hold an event on September 9th. The question is, what new products will Apple reveal? It's widely expected Apple will unveil its latest phone or phones. Blogs are reporting Apple will unveil a pair of next-generation iPhones and discontinue sales of the iPhone 5C. There are also reports the tech giant is working on a smartphone with a 4-inch screen but has no plans to reveal it anytime soon. We'll just have to wait and see. And those iPhones, of course, are known for taking great photos, and the most popular way to share them, Instagram. Now the popular photo sharing app is thinking outside the square. In addition to Square Post, users can now share photos and videos in both portrait and landscape formats. Instagram's Square format is what has distinguished it from other photo sharing apps, but it's frustrated some of the app's 300 million monthly users. Those Square photos will, however, remain the default for photos shared on Instagram. And finally, there's something in the world of wireless technology that's become the most misused piece of your wireless network at home. But that is easily corrected. NBC's Chris Clackham has a story.
This is what I rent right now, but I need to purchase one.
Picking out the right Wi-Fi router for your home is hard enough. Picking the right spot to put it can be hard too. There are a lot of things to keep at a distance from your router.
Things like lead pipes, glass, mirrors, stuff like that can all affect your wireless signal.
A Best Buy Geek Squad manager in Charlotte, Randall Daniels, says that's why you don't want to set up your router even anywhere near the wall of a bathroom.
You don't want to set it up too close to your microwave either. These can also interfere with your Wi-Fi signal.
And avoid putting it close to other wireless devices like printers, keyboards, and cell phones.
Really, the center of your house is going to get you the best performance out of your wireless signal.
That means putting it on something tall on the first floor, something short, close to the floor on the second. And to boost your Wi-Fi signal, upgrade the antennas.
You can unscrew them and plug in powered antennas that will allow more electricity to flow to the antennas.
Or through its software, change the router's bandwidth. Chris Clackham, NBC News.
And coming up, we check in with Monica Davis, who is live this morning, hanging out with the Boy Scouts. Stay with us. You're watching News Center 1 Today, and we'll be right back.
Come to the Labor Day sale at Furniture Row and make your hard-earned dollars go further. Now's the time to enhance all your comforts of home and score some big savings on all the designs you love. Plus, get 0% interest until 2021. The Labor Day sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Lean & Sons is dedicated to our employees, customers, community, and families.
My name is Chris Erickson. I'm a used car salesman here in Rapid, and I love my church.
My name is Josh. My family owns Tipton Grease Service. I love my church.
Hi, we're Kevin and Heidi Bybee.
And we own Cosmos Mystery Area.
And we love our church.
Our mission is simple. We want to show people who Jesus is. My name is David, and I'm the lead pastor of Fountain Springs Community Church, and I love my church.
Make your hard-earned dollars go further at the Denver Mattress Labor Day sale. Check out the new Aspen King mattress on the Ergo 330 adjustable base and get your best night's sleep. Right now, it's just $69 a month with 0% interest until 2021. Now at Denver Mattress.
Good Monday morning, guys. I am here this morning hanging out with the Boy Scouts. Earlier, we had Cole telling us all about popcorn sales, and he was pretty convincing. I'm sold on some popcorn. probably going to buy some kettle corn and come back with that. Now, I'm also here this morning talking about some important topics, including recruitment. Now, why is it important for a Boy Scout to sell popcorn?
It's important for them to get out and be able to learn how to talk to people. It teaches skills like entrepreneurship and salesmanship. And it also teaches them to pay for their own way and pay for their scouting experiences and career by getting out there and selling that popcorn.
Okay, so if people here in the community purchase popcorn from a Boy Scout, how is that helping y'all? Where does this money go?
So 35% stays with the local unit for them to go on camping trips, pay for summer camp experiences, and 35% goes to the local council here, where we're able to provide camperships and registration fees, uniforms for kids that might not be able to afford it on their own.
So a little bit of popcorn goes a long way. Now, Cole said that the Blitz starts Friday the 4th, and I know that you had mentioned that y'all have an event on Saturday as well, so tell me about that.
That is our joint scouting event. It's going to be at Main Street Square from 9 until noon. It's just a lot of scouting activities, a lot of fun and games for families to come down, bring their kids, and kind of experience what scouting is all about, having fun and doing some different activities.
So if someone was interested in becoming a Boy Scout, would this be a good place for them to learn about it?
Absolutely. We'll have different parents there and some speakers talking about what scouting has done for them, how it's impacted their lives, and where they're at in our community. And they'll be able to sign up right there if they would like to.
And it doesn't take long. Now, you need scouts as well as scoutmasters. So what are the qualifications if you want to be a troop leader or a scoutmaster?
Just someone who enjoys working with kids, someone who can teach good character development, citizenship in the community and nation, and just likes to have a lot of fun with kids, doing some outdoor activities and teaching those good things that we like to teach in our scouts.
Well-rounded all around who loves kids. Now, finally, if they aren't able to come out this Saturday for recruitment, how else can people learn about the Boy Scouts?
Yeah, so they can contact us here at our Scout Service Center at any point. We're doing our Joint Scouting Week next week at all the local elementary schools here in the area and all across the Black Hills. So they can contact their local school or contact us at any point here at Scout Service Center, and we'd be happy to get anybody signed up at any point throughout the year.
Great, thank you. Now, on the September 18th, outside the store sales start for popcorn as well, so you'll see them in front of Walmart, your local grocery store, and you can learn about recruitment there as well as picking up some popcorn. Now, Dan, it's a little windy out here today, but how's the rest of the forecast looking for the week?
Thanks, Monica. All this popcorn talk this morning, folks. I think I'm going to need to get some this afternoon. And yeah, as you can see from that live shot, the winds are starting to pick up with our hair. You can tell that was picking up. And we do have winds forecasted to be around gusty at times up to 30 miles per hour out ahead of an approaching cold front. And it's right along this shower line right here. This is ahead of the cold front. So we are just on the doorstep of that cold front's passing, folks. And those showers that you see are ending, are going to continue to weaken as you head in towards the late morning and afternoon hours. So let's take a look back. There we go. Almost 199 was the high yesterday, and heavy precip yesterday as well rolled through yesterday evening. Over 1 inch reported down at the airports, and we're not expecting any more rain today or in the next couple of days. So here's a look at the high temperatures yesterday. So there's that 99, a pretty hot day for us, and then going to right now, temperatures still warm, a pretty warm morning in the upper 70s. Folks in Rapid City, notice a cooler air towards the west, and that's what's going to keep our temperatures down this afternoon. That's what's going to keep those winds up this morning. So right now at the airport, just reporting 7 miles per hour, but those winds will be increasing here shortly for everybody here. And Spearfish 63 with sunshine and winds out of the west-northwest. Future gas temperatures in the 70s, and we're only going to be around 80 degrees for that high temperature, so about 20 degrees cooler for your Monday. 78 Rapid City at 4:30, 75 Spearfish, 75 for you in Deadwood. So a very comfortable Monday compared to that hot temperatures yesterday. So there's that cold front, folks. So that is approaching. That's what's giving us the cloudy conditions this morning. That's what's going to give us those breezy winds. As you saw, they are starting to pick up, but that's going to push through rather quickly in this afternoon. We'll be clearing up nicely, and we're talking about plenty of sunshine for the next 3 days, and temperatures are going right back up starting tomorrow, and we have another chance to hit 100 on your Wednesday afternoon. So, but for today, 81 degrees, some smoky conditions as well, along with those clouds this morning, breezy as well out of the northwest, and those will be shifting afternoon. 6 to 12 miles per hour out of the east. We'll go with 81 in Rapid City, 76 Spearfish, 80 in Buffalo. We'll see some mostly to partially sunny skies, 76 at Deadwood, and 79 down in Hot Springs. Tonight's forecast expected to be an overnight low of 60 degrees, wind still out of the east, becoming pretty light, as I mentioned this afternoon, and to the overnight's clear conditions. And tomorrow, there we go, folks, temperatures right back up into the low 90s, 94, that heat definitely returning. We're talking about 3 days in a row of 90-plus temperatures. Summer is not over. However, it is winding down, so get out there and enjoy it while you can, and take a dip in the pool as temperatures are staying hot throughout this week with plenty of sunshine. 3 straight days of abundant sunshine, folks, peaking out on Wednesday in the upper 90s. A few spots could be near that 100-degree mark once again. It may be the last chance to hit 100 as we take a look towards Labor Day weekend, cooling it off, and there is a slight chance of some thunderstorms Saturday into Sunday, and that Sunday temperature back down to a high of only 70 degrees. And we'll be right back after this break with plenty of more to talk about.
I'm a fan of this plateau.
I'm a fan of things that go.
I'm a fan of all things kitschy.
I'm a fan of Lionel Richie.
Hello.
I'm a fan of DQ. I'm a fan of DQ Bakes.
Bakes.
DQ Bakes. I'm a fan of warm ciabatta.
I'm a fan of cold and hotter.
Melty snacks on my snack break.
I'm a fan of DQ Bakes.
New artisan-style sandwiches, snack melts, and desserts. Hot out of the oven and only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
I'm a fan.
Here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open the doors, and here's the people.
I'm Pastor David.
And I'm Pastor Becky.
We are the pastors at Calvary Lutheran. Come check us out.
And join us to love, serve, and be the people of God.
Kia just announced one of the biggest programs in their history. At Billion Kia, get 66 months at 0% APR financing on all new 2015 Kia Souls, Kia Fortes, and Kia Optimas. That's 66 months at 0% APR financing. Plus, get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Good credit, bad credit, bankruptcy? Do you want to drive for less? You could be approved today. We've helped others, and we'd love to help you because we'd love to see you in a Kia. Billion Kia in Rapid City or at billionauto.com.
The new Legend Steakhouse at the historic Franklin Hotel.
Morning, everybody. Just ahead on today, flooding, rain in Florida, late summer heat wave stretching from Texas to New England. Dylan tells us how long it'll last. Plus, the takeaway from an interesting new poll in the presidential race. It spells more good news for Donald Trump, more bad news for Hillary Clinton. Also ahead, do your kids use them? An eye-opening look at the permanent damage those popular earbuds could be doing to their hearing. Then free money with your name on it. We're going to show you how to find the unclaimed cash that could be yours and how easy it is to get it. Plus the wildest moments from last night's MTV Video Music Awards when we see you on a Monday morning right here on Today.
Thank you very much, Savannah. And now here's something I'm definitely excited about. New words in the Oxford English Dictionary.
If only there was a word to describe just how exciting it is.
But Dan, there is. You're in luck. It's awesome sauce. Yes, I've used it. It means extremely good or excellent, and it's one of the couple dozen of new words and phrases added to the dictionary's online version. So Dan, I'm gonna give you quiz you, okay?
Quiz time.
Quiz you. I know you love quizzes. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a couple of words, and you have to try to guess what they are. What they mean, okay?
What they mean.
What they mean. Cat cafe.
Cat cafe.
Cat cafe.
Maybe
it's one of the words added.
A buffet that doesn't have good food.
What, Dan? Cut it out. That is not correct. That is not correct. It is an establishment where people pay to interact with cats housed on the premise.
But
you know, you're at a cafe.
It sounds like you're supposed to eat something.
No, like you're eating, and then there's cats cruising around.
Oh,
and you can like
okay.
pet them. Get
Is
like
that-
your cat fix without
so,
actually having
like,
a cat.
There's actual businesses that have this?
Apparently, I'm not around here, but okay, here's the next one.
Okay.
Man-spreading. Man-spreading.
I heard of
What is-
manscaping. I don't know about
No,
manspreading.
Dan, what is happening? Man-spreading. They say you do it sometimes.
I do it,
You know,
okay.
where a guy, you know, he's like on public transportation or something, spreads his legs out wide,
takes the extra
takes
room.
up the
doesn't
extra
want-
seat
I
because
don't
he's
want people sitting next to me.
he's afraid to touch somebody. I don't know what that's all about. Okay, how about this one? Hangry.
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 Sounds like you're really hungry.
It is.
Okay, I got one.
You get irritable when you get really hungry. And yes, I get this. My husband can attest for that one. Okay, beer o'clock or wine o'clock. That's pretty
It's 5
easy
o'clock
one.
somewhere, right?
That, yeah. It's a term referring to the appropriate time to start drinking.
Appropriate. But what is the appropriate?
And it's different because, you know, we're different than everybody else because we get up early. So
We did
there
get
you
up
go.
early. Well, let's take a quick look at the weather, folks. Today, temperature is much cooler than yesterday, high of 81. Some cloudy conditions, some smoky conditions this morning. And winds are a little bit breezy as well, northwest 15 to 25 miles per hour. Black Hills area forecast, folks. There you go. Temperatures in the 70s and the lower 80s.
Awesome sauce. All right. Thanks for joining us this morning. We'll see you back here tomorrow.